Phone number 07836 353 985. We're actually doing a power flush today in Crossing, Hyde, Cheshire. The system is an open vented system, fairly old system, probably 25-30 years old, and hot water cylinder in the loft space. The pump is actually in the loft as well, which isn't ideal. We've had to go up through the house and into the loft with the hoses, but we've connected onto the pump housing, because that way we're getting a really good flow through the system. The customer's complaining of cold radiators downstairs. We know we've actually broken through some of the blockages now, because we can hear the actual water and chemicals flowing through the radiators. If you don't know what a power flush is, we'll quickly explain. It's just a means of flushing through all your central heating system, your pipes, your boiler, your radiators, etc. Just getting it all nice and clean. We'll show you what's coming out now. The water's really black. We've got the magnet hooked up there just to catch any metal or swarf, rust, etc. And you know, everything's going okay. Just to let you know, we're fully gas safe registered. If you need a new boiler fitted or anything like that, we can do that for you. Or if you're just considering a power flush, just give us a call. Price wise, up to 50% cheaper than British Gas or most of the major utility companies. The job's done 100% properly. The power flush takes most of the day. We only use the best Camco chemicals and Sentinel X100 inhibitors on the power flush. The inhibitor is just to stop further rust build up after the power flush. If you consider like an oil change for your car, it's a little bit like that, and that's really what power flushing is. If you're having a new boiler fitted and you really need the system power flushed properly, you don't want an engineer who's fitting your boiler just to run a little bit of water through it or chemical. It's just not good enough. You really need the system power flushed. If you're getting a new boiler fitted and you've got a good price off your engineer, if they're doing it quite cheap, they may not actually be power flushing the system. We're not talking about all heating engineers, of course, but we're talking about a fair few of them. Okay, if we ever fit any boilers, we always power flush the system. It's just not worth fitting a new boiler without power flushing your central heating system. The reasons being, if your boiler breaks down within the first year or two, and the manufacturer comes along, sends their engineers along, and they find a load of rust and metal in the boiler, your warranty is going to be invalidated. So the chances are you may have to fork out for a new boiler. So for the little money you spend on a power flush, it just really all makes sense. It's a win-win situation. If you're having a new boiler fitted, get your system power flushed. Even if you've got an old system like this one, it's going to revive it, and the system's going to work a lot better. We've actually took the pump off this system. The pump is pretty stiff, it's full of rust, so the customer's just rushed down to the plumber's merchants. He's just collecting a pump for me now, and we're going to put it on the system, and we expect the system to be up and running really nice after this power flush. Okay, so we're just going to get on with the job, and we'll get back to you later on. Thanks. Barriers, Pro Power Flushing, just back to this job in Crossing, Hyde. We've just put the magnet on bypass. We're going to take a look at it, see what we're pulling out the system. Oh yeah, wow, look at that. Now that's what's coming out the system. That's what's running through the pipework, the radiators, the boiler. You imagine that metal and rust. There's some fairly big pieces in here as well. You imagine that running through your combination boiler, your diverter valve, or your pump. Eventually it's just going to wreck it. And that's what power flushing is all about. It's about getting all this out your system, just so the system has a much easier time. And that's what power flushing is all about. You can see that, and that's what power flushing. We need to get this out of the central heating system. Okay, so we're just going to get on with the job, and we'll get back to you later. Thanks. Hi Barriers, Pro Power Flushing. Okay, we just thought we'd show you this. This is one of the radiators that just weren't getting hot before. So we've actually still got the power flush machine attached, but because we've gone in through the pump housing, we can actually fire the boiler a few times. So we're getting some flow and some heat through it now, and this was really cold radiator. before. Okay, just to show you as well, we actually use the best equipment. We've actually invested heavily in thermal imaging as well. Alright, okay, we'll get back to you later, thanks. Barriers, Pro-power flushing. Okay, we've just cleaned the header tank out now. There's the dirty sludgy water that was in there. Okay, we just got on with the job, get back to you later. Hi Barriers, Pro-power flushing. Okay, we're just going to show you the pump as well. It turns, but it's really stiff. So it's full of rust. It's all jammed up with rust as well, so we're going to put a new pump head on for the customer. Okay, thanks. Hi Barry, how's Pro-power flushing? Okay, we're just going to show you this. We just found it in our toolbox. This is an actual blockage in a pipe, and we had to actually cut this pipe out. It was feeding hot water cylinder and central heating circuit. And this is an example of what can happen if you don't get your system power flush. That's completely blocked. If you hold that up to the sky, you just can't see through it. That piece of pipe is completely blocked. And if this had been power flushed in the first place and the inhibitor added, this would never would have happened. So we just thought we'd show you that. Quite interesting to see, you know, what can happen if you don't get your system power flushed at least once in its lifetime. Okay, we're just going to get on with the job and get back to you later. Thanks. Barriers, Pro-power flushing. Okay, that's this job done now in Hyde. G-Cross Hyde. We're just about to add the inhibitor, Central X 100. Should be added every year. It's an open vented system. Everything's heating up really nicely now. The radiators downstairs, they're getting nice and warm. They were really cold before. So the job's been a success. We've got a new pump head on. It's much quieter than it was before. So yeah, the system's all nice and clean inside. It's all done. It's all power flushed properly. So if you need any power flushing done in the South Manchester, North West UK area, just give me a call. Telephone number 07836 353 985. Okay, thanks. Bye.